Alright guys, still catching up on some recent mail. The video for this stuff is long overdue. This is stuff I got from Snodzilla. It's been sitting here for like 2 weeks. But yeah, I bought into a break that he and several other members of the community did at the National. And the team that I had didn't really pull anything big, so those cards are already packed up, ready to go with somebody else. But the best thing about being in that break was getting one of those right there. It's signed by everybody that was in there that night. So that's really cool. I collect all of these signed customs that you guys send me. So to me, that's as good as getting a hit for that night. But part of this package was also my winnings from Snodzilla's 600 subscriber giveaway. Which, for those of you that missed my video, what I was asking was basically just pick up like some 90s inserts in any sport. And Snodzilla really delivered some nice stuff here, so let's get to it. Alright, so let's start with some NBA stuff. Got a Topps Chrome insert of Dikembe Mutombo. Says Postman, but I remember these were called Season's Best. And each of them had like a different saying up there depending what kind of player was on the card. There you see him with that old Hawks uniform, which I always kind of liked. Even though people used to goof on it a bit, but I always thought it was pretty cool. And speaking of old school uniforms, here we got Vince Carter with that old Raptors uniform. I think they got rid of that after his rookie year, but I always kind of like those too. But yeah, Vince Carter definitely one of the all-time favorites, and still playing. Signed a 1-year deal with the Hawks, I think it was. So sticking around for at least one more year. Here's a foil insert from Skybox of Hakeem Olajuwon, surrounded by a couple Knicks, Charles Smith and Patrick Ewing. That might have been taken during the finals when they squared off. The Rockets beat the Knicks in 7 games. But yeah, Olajuwon's one of those really underrated guys. You don't hear a lot of people talk about him, but he was really dominant for a while. Won 2 championships, and I think he was the MVP one of those seasons too. Here's another Topps Chrome insert. Damon Stoudemire pressure points. He was a former Rookie of the Year, but then kind of fell off after his first few seasons. Started getting into trouble off the court. They called him Mighty Mouse. You see that Mighty Mouse tattoo on his arm there. But was a solid point guard for a few years. This guy was a solid point guard his whole career. John Stockton. Beautiful Flair Showcase card there. You all know how much I love Flair Showcase. This one is from 98-99. So I've said I'm working on the 96-97 set, but I would put all those Flair Showcase sets together if I could. And 90s Finest was also always great. Sharif Abdurrahim, he was a really good scorer for a couple years, but had a lot of injury issues. You see him there with the double knee braces. I believe his knees were part of his injury issues. And he was a big guy too, 6'9", 230. But he wasn't like a big slow guy. He could score on the low post. He could take it outside. Really solid player. He would have had a really nice career were it not for the injuries, but we all know that's how it goes sometimes. And check these out right here. Big time shine on these from SPX, Mike Bibby. And as I've said, the great thing about all the insert sets back then is even if you opened a lot of packs, there were some insert sets that you will never even get, because I never had any of these. So those are great looking cards there. SPX Extreme, I guess they call those. Mike Bibby, solid player. I didn't follow him that much when he was with the Grizzlies, but watched him a lot when he was with the Kings. Definitely a great point guard in his own right. Here we have another one from that set. This one for the Knicks, Marcus Camby. I think it's kind of cool how they used the team colors in the design there on the front and the back. So really cool stuff. Here we have from Upper Deck Holographics. It is actually from the base set. The entire base set looks like that, so imagine having that entire base set. That would be really cool. Big time shine on that Shaq right there. Actually seeing that now kind of makes me want to try to get that set. Not sure how many cards were in it. But again, very nice stuff. Here you have a Kobe from Collector's Edge. Collector's Edge didn't have the licensing for the team logos back then, But they were kind of like Pacific wasn't baseball in that they made a lot of innovative inserts back then. In basketball and in football, they didn't do baseball cards during those years. You have a SPX hologram of Theo Ratliff. These were always really cool too. 96 and 97 is where I most remember these from. That might be a Theo Ratliff rookie year card. He was a really good defensive player, big time shot blocker. Led the league in block shots a few times. Played for a handful of teams in his career. Here you have a Patrick Ewing from 97-98 Skybox. Definitely remember this set. I put together a partial set of these. I think it was either Series 1 or Series 2, whichever one had the rookies in it. Didn't put the entire set together because there were way too many cards in it. I think it was like a 500 card set or something like that. But really nice Ewing there. So now some baseball. Got a more modern card here of Derek Jeter. Has some of that refractor shine to it. Really cool thing about this one is it has the national emblem on it. Again, Snodzilla picked up all this stuff up for me at the National. Here's another really cool Jeter. This one I think is from 99. I remember pulling some of these. I think I had Griffey and A-Rod. Might still have them. But again, tremendous shine on that one. Milestones. And it's numbered to 3000. Even has that refractor shine on the back. Great looking card. And so that stuff was more than enough right there, but he also picked up a few other things here. Got this Topps Now rookie of Aaron Judge, graded 9.5. I haven't picked up any of the Topps Now stuff. There's just so many of them out there, and especially for the Yankees, seems like they make so many Yankee cards of those, so if I started chasing those, I'd go crazy. But cool to at least have one of them there, especially a Judge rookie. And again, that was more than enough too, but one more card here. Got an autograph of Juan Gonzalez. Nice on-card auto there. And we've been talking about thickies. That's a pretty decent thickie right there. So very cool. I believe that's like my 4th or 5th Juan Gon auto. So just a bunch of great stuff there from Snodzilla. Really appreciate you taking the time to pick this stuff out for me. Definitely the type of stuff I would have picked up if I had been there. So you did a great job with this stuff. So thanks again, Patrick. I'll talk to you guys next time.